Well, we're back. I got my assistant with me. She's going to help me with the who's the first horse on the list?
Bend Over.
Bend Over. Bend Over trained great today. Bend Over had a little quarter crack was bothering him. Still never made a break today and trained great. You'd see it was pinching him. Actually, remind me, I got to call the blacksmith and get him to fix that. Bend Over is all dialed in now. He's ready to go. He'll qualify next Friday. Who's next on the list? Chan, Canadian Titan. Canadian Titan train.
He wrote it in cursive. I
did.
can't read cursive.
We can read English. Canadian Titan was very, very good today. My God. Ever since we made those on open house day, I was certain she'd make a break. I really thought she would. She actually looked good on open.
Ollie's horse.
That's right. That's horse Ollie bought. Canadian Titan looked awesome today. I saw her. She was really stretching out and trotting hard. Ava. Don't interrupt and be rude, okay? If you're going to help me, help me. So, Canadian Titan was very, very good today. Who's next on the list? Chire? Cheatin' Dixie.
Cheatin' Dixie.
Cheatin' Dixie looked good today. I had to make a few little equipment changes. She's not close. Speed-wise, she's been in 2.7, 2.8, but she's not close yet. Cheatin' Dixie, just trying to get her... Sit down. Just trying to get her under control for the summer. Will she be ready June 28th? No, she won't. But we're going to have her ready as soon as we can. And Cheatin' Dixie looked good today. Ave, this isn't a talent show, okay? I'm just asking for some help. Who's next? Compass Rose DC. Compass Rose DC.
This is Compass.
I know, I didn't put the DC. Compass Rose DC looks fantastic and probably one of the biggest shocks of May. Louis Philippois loves this filly. Ava, that's enough. Louis Philippois loves this filly, and what she did the other day was pretty impressive. Mile and 2 minutes, come like 27 and 4, 28 in the end of it. Compass Rose DC looks legit and ready to go. What are you doing?
Leaving.
Leave my bracelet, please.
Okay.
Next is Don't Believe Me, Just Watch. That's right. Don't Believe Me, Just Watch. Look good. 2:10. It's a he. 2:10 last half in a minute in the jog cart. Kevin went with them today. Him and Need Your Opinion both looked really, really good. They are dialed in right now. And Don't Believe Me, Just Watch. He's going to enjoy what takes place the next 2 weeks. This colt's just itching for some speed. We're going to show him some in about 2 weeks' time. Emerald Miss, she went to the vet yesterday, just jogged. Not a whole lot to report with her. She got that clappy way of going. Her front feet sting her a little bit. Her knees were a little sore. The vet really gave her a clean bill of health and ready to go. A few little things we did on her, but considering the other things we did on the other horses that went, wasn't a whole lot to report in regards to Emerald Miss. Who else do we got? Enduring Strength. He looked very, very good today. Went a real good mile in the jog cart. Now, I haven't been reporting the miles because these miles are all between 2:10 and 2:13 and looked really, really good. I'm really happy with what I saw from Enduring Strength. Frontier Cruise. Gislin never really gets the most out of this horse. He's a little lazy, this guy, at times, but finished up his mile good. I was pretty happy with him. Globetrotting looked awesome. Probably one of the best miles of the day. Globetrotting, there's a few here I got 2 big check marks beside. I'll go over them. Globetrotting's the first one. She just looked professional today. Looked very, very good. I was very happy with what I saw from her. Havana Unana looked awesome today too. 2:12 last half and 3 in the jog cart. Really happy with her. I'll play it alone. This guy's ready to erupt. And I think you're going to see him go a big mile at the qualifiers next week. I would say 57, 56, and pretty easy. I think doing it is what you're going to see from him next week. My only concern with him is we got to race against the best horses in the world. Do we keep him and race them, or do we look to sell him after the qualifiers? I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll see how the qualifier goes. We'll gauge some interest. Maybe dip our hook in the water and see what we find. But I'll play it alone. I like the colt. He's got a tremendous turn of foot and really carries his speed a long way. Is he the next big horse? I don't know. Maybe. I'd hate to get to Pennsylvania and see them going 51 opening night in the 2-year-old Pennsylvania All-Stars and say, we got to race against them? I mean, he might. but might be food for thought and put a real good mile on him. Maybe there'd be another big outfit that is missing a fast 2-year-old pacer and may want to fill that gap. Might be worth talking about, might be worth thinking about. For now, I'll Play It Alone is, as I said, sitting on a big mile. Inland Beach trained good today. Wasn't awesome, but just good. Gislin went with her and sat behind Miss Brampton Beast. Mario cut Miss Brampton Beast loose. Inland Beach, you got to have her on her toes. A driver needs to drive her. And, once Mario scooted away by 2 lengths, I think she just kind of said, I'll finish up my mile and do it as I please. And that was that. Looked good, sound, not running in, not running out, no lameness issues, no issues to talk of at all, but looked really, really good. Just not probably the way you want to carve a mile out with this filly, or have a mile carved out. But she was good. Miss Mischief Maker. So, Miss Mischief Maker goes on the track and trains. I said, hey, just go with Kevin's 2 there. And Chris Sr. was going. He takes care of her, takes good care of that filly. He was going with her and went out, followed them along, and just kind of let them pace away down the lane from her. I said, hey, could she not keep up? And he said, no, she was good. I just went around. I said, this isn't the time of year just to be going around. It's not going around time. I said, just wipe her down, put a blanket on her. She's going again. And I had Danny go up and go a mile on the bike with her. She went a decent mile first trip. So second trip, I said, what's she going to be like? Is she going to be strong? Danny made a point to come up to the fence after. He said, that is a really nice filly. I said, I know she's a nice filly. He said, no, very nice. I said, I know, she's very nice. She's one of her best ones. And he said, wow, really like her. Really like her. It's been a while since Danny went with her, and I was extremely impressed with what I saw from Miss Mischief Maker today. She's ready to go. Nancy Allison trained better today. She continues to be on that work in progress shelf. Fast enough. She's trotting the turns good, now a little uneasy in the straightaways. I think I know how to fix that. I'm going to work on it, see if we can't get that under control. Nancy Allison right there, almost ready to go. Overdue Mission was a little flat in her first trip. I said, she's another one. She's going again. Asked Danny to go up with her. 2:10 last half and 1 and 3 wrapped up. Looked great. Danny did a very good job with both those fillies today, and Overdue Mission looked awesome. Horse that I was extremely happy to see look good today, Path of Totality. Now, she did nick up her inside shin behind. Might have to put the boots back on her. I'm going to get James to go with her on Tuesday. Probably go a mile and a half, cut her loose on the end of it and see how she feels. I was very happy with what I saw from Path of Totality. A horse that I was so happy to see train good today, Really Blue Chip. She had a bruise in her foot last week. She came out of the stall lame, and my heart just stopped. Right there. Took her to the vet. Nothing's wrong. I said, okay, must be a pus pocket. Now, when people say, oh, she could have bruised her foot, the amount of times that they actually do bruise their foot, very few. It's usually a pus pocket if you're lucky. If you're not, it's something else he needs addressed. And I was terrified. Took her to the vet. Nothing broken, nothing cracks, no anomalies whatsoever. Great. What is it? Took her foot, took her shoe off, tubbed her, poulticed her for 2 days, put her shoe back on, started to sound up. Trained her today. I went up to the fence. She never looked as good as she looked today. Really Blue Chip looked really, really good today, and I was very, very happy. Rooney Blue Chip trained good today. Happy with him too. Still not dialed in where he's like, oh, he looks awesome. It's like he's not super comfortable and not confident yet. As I said to one of our clients that owned Rooney Blue Chip last night, listen, he went a mile and 2-1 the other day. He's there, but he's just not perfectly there just yet. Gonna need a little more time. He's not leaving this country, not leaving this farm, or at least this region, until he is perfect. He's close, not quite there yet. Rose Run Versatile trained good today. Very happy with her. This filly's come a long way. Keep in mind, this filly spent the entire month of December in the stall. Made up for lost time quick and looks great. Rose Run Versatile was good. Sebastian Yu looked good. This is a colt I love. In my mind, the reason to potentially send Knockdown, Drag Out, and a couple of those other horses that have been ahead for a while down early would be to free up some class space for horses like Sebastian Yu. So he was very good today. Big things on the horizon, hopefully, for this guy. Really, really happy with what I've seen from him. Spend That Money continues to train well, trained great again today. Spirit of Dio won a slow mile. Didn't even make a break today. Big girl's on a roll. She was good. I wanted to point out, I have Sunshine and Shade on here. He's going to the vet on Tuesday. We're going to begin getting him put back together properly. A little bit of a hiccup, depending on what the vet finds with the ultrasound on Tuesday. Could be minor, could be a little more important, a little more pressing. So we'll know that on Tuesday. Tiamo Hanover trained great today. Timol Dazzle trained great. For those of you out there holding your breath, Timol Kazam trained good today. Trained a mile in 2:33. Mario's a little concerned. Maybe he can't trot with the flip-flops on up front. I'm not as concerned. I think the hobbles were a little loose on this guy today. We got to take them off. We'll take them off, but there was a reason they were put on to begin with. So Timol Dazzle was very good, and then Timol Kazam, first training trip back, but since that episode where he just must have been EPM, I guess. He couldn't function for 3 weeks, like bad, and has made a great recovery. Trained good today. Wiggle Delight looked fantastic. Very, very good today. Zeb Sunshine, I'm going to send him to the vet. I think he's a little off in that right knee and maybe even that left hock where we had the OCDs taken out. Probably going to do both of those joints, I would suspect. We're going to take him up and get him looked at by the veterinarian Monday morning and see if we can't continue to make that Thursday training trip. If we can't, it may shove him back a week. There's still lots of time, not a big deal. Last thing we want to do is pretend there's something not going on when there's something is. Is there anything wrong with him right now? No. Now, we had him up to have him looked at that foot. Melissa looked at him. Melissa McKee, we're going to send him up again for her to re-examine him all over this week and get a full report from him. A few little aches and pains, I'm sure, need touched up and helped. Not the end of the world. That's why the vets are there, and that's why we're going to take him up. So that's all the ones I saw today. I was very, very happy with a number of horses. A number of horses got 2 big check marks. Havana Unana, Globetrotting, Miss Mischief Maker, Overdue Mission, Really Blue Chip, Path of Totality, Sebastian U, Rose Run Versatile, Spend That Money, Spirit of Dio, Timol Dazzle, and Wiggle Delight all looked fantastic today. Very happy, very encouraged, and very enthusiastic heading into summer 2019. Still a lot to do. I do want to sneak down and work on my man Oso Pine this week, see if we can get him back on track. Other than that, we've had a great run this week. My God, I hope we can keep it going because it's been a horrible winter, really tough spring for me and you and everyone else associated with the stable. To have the summer start off the way it did, hopefully this week, is uplifting, to say the least. So, that's it for the babies. Now, it's it for the babies I saw train today. I'm going to come back and run through the entire list with you. Then I'm going to run through the racehorses with you. And that'll be it for this, the first day of June 2019. Take care. Talk to you soon.